Hey guys, Skadica back. I know I did a lot of off-scene stuff, as you can tell. I realized some of this I was doing, and I thought I had recorded it, and I did not. So I apologize about that. But I did get some stuff done. Let's take a look at that. Um, right over here, I went ahead and I've got a magmatic dynamo. I'm gonna have to get my refill it. There we go. Um, I've got it. I've set this up. Got a transfer node in here. Worked. I got a world interactive upgrade, so it's pulling cobblestone directly out of this block. It is constantly keeping this full, so I just have to keep doing that every so often to keep this running. This is a pulverizer, which is turning it into both gravel, and byproduct is giving me sand right now. So I've got 11 stacks of gravel, and I've got 56 pieces of sand out of that. I made the heavy oak sieve. That way I can sieve compressed items. I went ahead and moved this, and in order to do what I needed to for Invar without power yet, because I wanted to get power, I had to set up this right now, and I have molten tin in here right now, and I'm gonna have to refill my stuff. What I'm gonna do, we'll take a look at the map here, is if you see, I completely redesigned how I was going to do this. I didn't like the way I had it laid out. I wanted to be able to just chunk load chunks, and if you see, I've got this 4 chunks in the middle. It's got the diamond pattern. I'm going to have paths going off here, and I'm going to have paths going off here. Let's take a look at chunks loaded here. It's going to look somewhat like this as we start off. I'm going to make each chunk its own entity. I've took my mob spawner down. I did have a mob spawner over here. I went ahead and took it down. I'm gonna relocate it over, probably in like one of these 2 chunks here. Probably I think this one, and then I'm gonna connect this all out. The way that it looks, I feel that that's gonna be the most efficient, and then I might end up looping it back around. What we're gonna do is each area is going to be its own thing. So right now over here, I have got my my farm going. I've got some wheat here, which looks like it needs a harvest. I've got my carrots need to harvest, and almost all of my Minitio plants, or Mincio, Minitio, that's how you pronounce it, plants are ready to go. So we'll get that. I got the glass blocks here because I was losing stuff in my little blocks of water here. Without using sprinklers yet, and I need to make some sprinklers. That's the maximum amount I can do with the water. I did get a second platform down there. Sorry. I was streaming when I did it. I did die a few times. So see if we can get down here and shift around and take a look. I did die multiple times during a stream. There's some platforms down there where I had to waterfall my way down. One time I got down there, got my stuff, and I actually died after I got all my stuff back, so I had to do it all over again. Going through my book here, I still haven't done chicken yet. I'm hoping I can find some chickens in here. I do plan on making a fully automated chicken farm. Still no chickens yet. Lots of pigs, a handful of new animals in here, so let's take a look at these cattle and see what they are. So I do have a hobgoblin. I've got a regular cow, 2 regular cows, 1 rocket fuel, and I think these 2 are glue. Yeah, glue. Okay. So I do have some regular cattle. Let's get out of the way here. Not sure about the hobgoblin, what I can do with him yet. I have to do some more research on that. I got this set up right here for making obsidian. So right now my pickaxe and my broadsword are both obsidian. Going to end up condensing some stuff down. The way I have this set up over here, there's 2 paths to the farm. Go this way straight to the wheat. this area right here is probably going to be my next build. This is going to be my storage area for now. Get that set up. And then over here I have this platform I built. This bottom layer inside this half slabs is where the chunk is going to load at. That way I don't have to bother with loading multiple chunks at the same time. I can just load this one chunk and encapsulate everything in this area. Going this way, this slab starts halfway through here. Keeping my block of dirt at the 0, 0 mark. And then let's go back over to this one. Let's take a look. As you can see, it does the same thing. Right there is where it loads the chunks. So I figure that's going to be in the same way all the way around the base. That way everything can remain symmetrical. See, this one chunk is loaded up. All of my farm is in this one single chunk here. So everything's going to be done by the chunk. I might eventually do a little bit more. I am going to start clearing this platform out. I might do a little bit more than just the tree here. But I'm going to definitely leave it a lot of the way it is. I found this loot recycler. I've got some stored stuff in here. What I found out is in order to get some extra loot bags, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to, I tried a couple different things. It didn't work out quite the way I thought it was going to. At first, I was hoping I could put some other things in there. Let's go ahead and get this sweet, so I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. And we could just keep putting stuff into it. I did see one person, they were using sticks. And I was like, if it's sticks, I can make a nice little tree farm. And then turn my trees using like auto crafting tables, or even if I do it manually, it would still be pretty nice. But I could set that up, especially later in game, to do automated extremely easily. And so right now, pretty much all I'm using my wheat for in that field is this. So watch, put this here. So yeah, I got a loot. It's common loot bag. But what's in the common loot bag? One piece of chicken. One of the 2 pieces of chicken that I needed. So I'm not gonna mess with that chicken. We're gonna leave that there. Some of these things that I've got, I think so. I've got 1 chicken. So I'm gonna have to get some more wheat and get that set up. There's some more wheat there. That going so that I can get a lot more. I'm gonna go plant the rest of these seeds. There we go. Fill the rest of this field out with wheat, and I can get that going. I am gonna need to set up a lot of. Let's go ahead and we might as well harvest all this while we're over here. No sense in letting it just chill when I could harvest this and let it regrow. I'll harvest my Minizio as well in a little bit and get that started growing more, produce more seeds with these extra seeds I have in my hand. But I do need some food soon. And maybe, I didn't even look to see, maybe carrots, can carrots go in the loot bag recycler? If so, then I'm going to throw this whole stack of them in there. Did I miss one? No. Alright, so let's go take a look. Can carrots go in here? Carrots cannot go in there. Alright, so we learned that. Alright. So next thing I need to do is I need to make another pulverizer. Because I need... Actually, I wanted to try something. And that worked the way I wanted it to. Awesome. So I need another barrel. Or unless I have one hiding somewhere. I thought I made an extra barrel. There it is. And do I have any... Just checking my chests here. I thought I had more. Okay. So I just need to make a dust real quick. Let's see. Let's pull a hammer. I know I've got a hammer somewhere. Oh, nope. I just needed that. That works out perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and store the dust in here. We're going to shift like that so it stays dust. And there we go. That way my one pulverizer will start getting me a lot more sand and start the process of dust. Alright, so let's get all of this out here, and let's put one in there, let's put one in there. Weather. Alright. So I believe that's all of that out of there. These I just need to put in there as well. I do have another pulverizer. Oh, I just don't have it set up to do the power yet. I need to reset my power system. I thought I made 2 of those. Let's see, gravel, let's get that out of there. Cobblestone, sand. Cobblestone, lots of other items. 2 whole stacks of dirt. Alright, well, wheat's going to be very useful in that. Let's see, it's grout. Didn't finish cooking grout. Maybe. 14. Alright, I'm still doing... Did not mean to pull 2 stacks, because I couldn't even fit a whole stack in there. Okay. Alright. Just for inventory space wise, I'm going to go ahead and pull out all my cobblestone I have hiding in these things, and I'm just going to chunk it over the side, because I don't need... Did I see a loot bag in there? The bottom one? I did. I saw 2 loot bags. Let's check those out. Feather, the open block tank, and coal. Stone, name tag, melon seeds, and a stone wand. A stone wand would, I guess I can make that. That's not a super great thing. So let's just go ahead and let's put that in there. It won't let me return. I keep my melon seeds. Feathers, not very much. Name tag, I'm gonna hang on to that stone. Can I craft those? No. Darn it. There we go. Got rid of that. Oh, I'm out of power. Okay, so for this next step, the next thing I need to do is I need to build. I believe I actually want to build a do my hostile farms. Let's take a look. Got a food farm here. I've got the animals here. I might keep the animals. It'll end up moving to this chunk right here. Storage. I'm gonna need to go ahead and change my storage and my ore processing. I think I'm gonna extend this platform out. I'm gonna go ahead and put. Oh man, you think I would have thought this out a lot better before I started this video, but I didn't. So get the main center here. We're gonna come up here. Food, crafting, storage, ore processing. I think I want to keep those close together, so I think I'm gonna have those on the same area. So let's do storage closest to here. So let's go ahead and we'll turn this block into storage. So next thing I need to do is I need to get back into my process here and let's take all of my wood that I have and some saplings and let's start making some chests. So let's start with this. Actually, chests and barrel. I need to make better barrels. For better barrels, I need just some wood and some planks. Let's get all this stuff down. Let's pull this. Still got a machine frame. I made 3 of those. One done, one bone meal. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get this all organized because let's just go do this. Let's get these trees going, and then we will. So far, I've been able to do most everything with just 2 trees. It's been a fairly slow progress. You see, I'm on day 43, so there's a much faster way to do this. But come on, come on. There we go. Oh, they had to grow really big, didn't they? Maybe it's gonna grow. Take it all. Oh, looks like it still took it all. All right, let's go gather my loose wood floating around. Let's make some barrels. 6 barrels. Okay. 6 barrels is a start. Okay, so I need 1. Alright. Let's go place our barrels and move stuff over here first. So for now, everything's going to fit inside here. So let's just start right here with my barrels. I might get a different area, a different way I want to lay them out. But let's start like that. And then let's go get some stuff out of here. Let's move our broken ore over, because that's what takes the most of our space right now. Not that yet. And lapis comes from those as well. Coal comes from that as well. Okay, so all that there. Let's put this in here. Do I have any broken ores in here? No, I don't. Oh, I got a coal in here though, so let's blow coal down. Lapis and coal come from it. Bottom chest. Broken ore. And that looks like everything for that. So I know I don't have enough set up for everything that comes out of it yet. But we're going to start that process. Alright, so we're going to put iron in here. Shift click that. This one, let's put copper in. This one, let's see. And I'll rearrange this all a lot better later on. But I just want to be able to go ahead and move stuff around. Alright, so that's all of that. That's all of that. That's all of that. That's all of that. Okay. And aluminum, we'll put aluminum in there. Shift click it, and that's all my aluminum. Alright, so I still need one, two, three, 4, and 5. I still need 5 more just for everything that comes out of gravel. So let's go ahead and get that working. See if it'll let me sleep right now. Yes, it will. This is going to take a little time, but we're going to get this going real quick. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and get that out. Let's get this out. And then what was I missing? Why was I only able to make 5? Is it just because of the amount of chests I had on hand? Barrel. Need more wood. Alright. Well, we can fix that pretty quick. Not a problem. We'll start that process. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move everything over as far as what you get out of each item. There's 2 chests. And once I get it all moved over there, storage wise, then I'll get it squared away how I want to set it up as far as processing and everything else. I think just getting it over there to begin with is going to be the first major step. Clearing out my chests over here. I'm going to set up another one for crafting. That one's going to hold my ME system in it when we get to applied energistics. And then I've got to set one up for power. It's got to make more than... Alright, so that's 4. I said I needed 5, didn't I? 5 more. Just for this bit of the run. Grab my carrots. What am I missing? I can call it that. Okay. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do now, is I've got that done, I'm going to make a chest, pipes, and transfer nodes. Let's make another chest. And don't have it in this one. I still have pipes on me. Let's see. Redstone. I don't have enough redstone. That's what I need to do. Okay, it's almost out of power too. Alright, so it's out of power. I just need to turn that sand into dust, and so I can get that going and compress that so I can hopefully get some redstone. So in the meantime, I'm going to whittle away at some trees and get that set up so that I can have this done with the other ores. And what I plan on doing is I'm going to place a chest right here, and I'm going to put a transfer node out of it, and I'm just going to run it down the back of these so that when it, and I'll have to definitely move all that. I just realized I should have come off one more space here. And then I'll run it through and it will sort all of that for me. Off the edge of the planet there. Alright. Keep that going. I actually might go ahead and set up another cobblestone generator over there and move with my sieve. I don't really want to move all this yet, so let's hold off on that. And there we go. Alright, so let's just let that keep running through. Make my ingots while we're waiting. And hopefully, let me go check the wheat farm. Maybe, no, not enough has grown yet to make some wheat. But we will definitely finish that up. So I'm going to work on the next little bit. I'm going to do this a little bit of this off camera, and then we'll get into the exciting part of the build later on. Okay, guys, so this is what I've got built. I did this, a lot of this was back and forth while I was streaming and off camera, just doing some extra work. Had to plan out some stuff here, so um, worked this out. This is my plan so far. I'm going to do a row just like this. Put this out. There's no reason for that to be burning at this moment. Just like this. I've got to fill this hole back in. I was using open block tanks. I've got one here in my inventory left. I've got one of these anti-blocks each left, so I can show you what those blocks are. And then conduit and netherrack, of course. I still need to produce some more netherrack, which is done with redstone and lava. I've got, this is a multi-stage cobblestone generator with alternating, so it continues to make cobblestone, pumping into these pipes, which is going to go up this line, and as you see over here, goes sideways. Let's see if I still have my cobblestone. That's what I was using earlier. So, because I don't want to use cobblestone, because cobblestone is what my base of the build is made out of. So you can see it goes all the way up. It's 3 levels high. So let's go a little higher here. See, this top row is going to be like this, and then I'm going to have this row of crucibles here, which I started placing and I ran out of. Then I'm going to place another row of crucibles here and do just like I had in there. Let's see, let's go over here, up here. Let's walk out this way. Don't fall. It's like terrifying them. You can see I've got pressurized conduit running in between it. Oh no, that hurt. Where it is tediously having to select, extract, and always active, so it will be pulling it out. I'm going to connect all of these together. This is going to be one sequence. This is going to be a 2 sequence, so it's going to have 4 of these. This one here, then this one here. There's going to be the space in the middle for those, and then we're going to do the 2 sequences here, so that we have that. And that is going to be where all of our lava generates. My calculations should leave me with 338 crucibles. It's 14 from wall to wall, and so if each one is 2 sets wide, that's 28. 28 times 3 times 4. This will be 4 rows of them all together, and that's where we get that 300. Let's see if I can do this without dying. Took a little damage, not bad. Alright. Remove this here. That gets me all that back. There we go. And so, anti-blocks. Anti-blocks is pretty simple. In order to make an anti-block, a white anti-block, it is just 8 smooth stone around glowstone dust, which we get from Civic. So it gets you the 8. So to make the red, all I needed was 8. It could be it was the white ones. I did 8 of the white ones, which I would create in the first run, and then put a red dye in the middle. Or I could have used a chisel, I guess, and made 1 for 1, but I didn't make a chisel. And I used yellow, which is the same thing. I just needed the yellow, and then orange, which is the same thing. I just needed an orange dye. So I like them. They're bright. They're very bright and colorful. Let's go around this front side here. I need to get stuff set up to where I can actually fly. But you can see it almost has a furnace-like feel. I wanted to set it up to where when you looked at it from any of the angles, it was just like it was straight down here. Was just pretty awesome looking. So I'm excited with the way this turned out. I did have original plans to just be this whole block set was going to be nothing but open block tanks, all the way up 16 by 16, so it filled the whole chunk. When I tested that out in a test world, it lagged extremely bad with when I had all my crucibles set up. running, it lagged completely bad. This was so sad that that much fire running and uh, open block tanks with the moving lava affected it that bad, because I really wanted it to have that kind of look to it right there. Just open block, just full of lava, just one big lava block tank with just this two-way doorway that you could walk into. So that didn't work out. I started looking at other blocks, and anti-blocks came up. Um, I did accidentally mess up with my lava placement here, so I do need to replace my um, fencing here, so nothing spawns here, because it did burn my fence. But I was going to use, instead of these orange blocks, I was going to do open blocks, and then I was testing that out, and it ended up destroying that as well. I was going to do something else different, that's why I left this open the way I did, but I think I'm going to end up closing this up so that it's just another side. I'm going to figure out a way that I want it to look, because it definitely needs to look a little bit different than the rest of it, just because it's the back wall, it's the main wall. But to do that, I'll funnel down my lava, and I am going to put it, let's see, take a look at this. That's where it is, that nice beautiful red block. I think I'm going to go straight across, or I'm going to go right beside. I need to decide, because this way I have to travel 2 chunks in order to get to it. On this one I can travel 1 chunk to get to it, or this way 1 chunk to get to it. And I need to move my lava across, so it just depends on if I want to move 16 blocks or 32 blocks. And I think I want to set it up right here in this block, so it's directly across where I'm going to just set up for my magmatic dominoes, so that I can start doing a full-on lava energy level. And then I will replace this small tree farm I made with my probably my ores. I'll probably go ahead and set that up to start doing my ore processing. And then right here where I started my storage is probably going to be my ME system. So I'm going to put in my storage. I'm going to make this one look like a chest. This one is going to look like a big block of ore. So I have to make a lot of smooth stone for that, just like I did here to make the anti-block. But right now it's open, and I'm not sure what I want to do for the roof, so I might be open to suggestions from you guys. I kind of want to fill this in, but I don't want to just kind of fill this in with one color, so I got these open blocks here. If the open block tanks would have worked, then I definitely would have used those. But so I'm gonna have to look and see which ones I want to use to fill in this black back box of the box. So right now that's all I got. It's getting late tonight, so I'm not going to be able to do any more filming tonight. So we'll have to take a look at that later and see how we're going to finish that out. So I am open to suggestions, and I will see you guys in the next video.